Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel, where last episode our 3-day came to an end with Rean bumping into Misty of Abentine with his sharp eyes soon scoping her true identity, and as we slept that night, we saw the Imperial Liberation Front plotting in the background. A new day brought forth a practical exam as Rean was teamed up with Milliam and Crow to face off against the rest of the class in battle before being given their field study assignment for August. With 2 days in Legram for Rean's group awaiting, we also aim to reconvene at Garrelia Gate from our assignment as we board our trains. Still have a short while longer before our train arrives. We ought to purchase our ticket now while we're waiting. Well, there's still you guys to talk to again. Or not, because you're all in the party and we can't leave. Can we actually leave? I didn't think we could. I thought we were stuck there forever. I can still go pet cats if I want to. Guess the inn won't be open at this time. Oh, it is! I'm supposed to head onwards. What am I doing? What's up? Ready to head out on your field study? Waking up this early would have killed me at your age. Gotta say though, everybody here in Trista's gotten used to your field studies by now. Seeing you guys head off always reminds me that month's just about over. Oh, good luck out there. Here's hoping Adios has got your back. No problem, guy. I just was surprised to find I could actually leave the station again. And now the train is left without me. Good morning, everyone. Group A is headed to Legram, correct? Yes, that's right. We'd like to purchase tickets to Legram via Berehard. Come right up. Do you want them right away? Let's buy the tickets and wait. Okay, so that's 6 passengers bound for Legram via Berehard. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment.
Oh, you're all heading out?
What?
Isn't that... Huh? What are you doing here, Lecter? You miss me already?
Sure did. I'm gonna be back in Crossbell starting the day after tomorrow. Might never have the chance to see you again in this lifetime, so I figured I'd drop by and say hello.
Shh, whatever. You're so silly. There's no way you or Gramps would die that easily.
Well, that old goat might scare off the Reaper, but I'm pretty weak, you know.
Who's he?
Captain Lecter Arundel of the Imperial Intelligence Division.
We saw him while we were on our field study in Nord. He's the one supposedly responsible for negotiating with the Republic's army to prevent war from breaking out. But...
So he's the Iron Blood they call Scarecrow.
I have to admit, he doesn't look like someone who specializes in espionage.
Well, I'm sure this little drop of sunshine's got suspicious written all over her, but I hope you're getting along. Don't hesitate to give her a good spanking if she causes too much trouble, though.
Okay.
We'll try our best to be a welcoming class. I'm not gonna cause them any trouble. Unlike you, I'm a little angel.
What kind of little angel would casually whip out something like Erebonia in public? Do you have any idea how much overtime we put in just covering up for you?
Huh? You do?
Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on Platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop.
If you'll excuse us, Captain.
I'm afraid we need to catch this train.
Oh, sure thing. Good luck out there, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'd prefer it if you referred to me as secretary rather than captain in public. After all, I am a second secretary for the Imperial government.
I see.
Well then, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Secretary.
You'd better bring me back a souvenir from Crossbell.
They seem like an even more interesting bunch than I'd heard. Hope she gets the chance to soak in the good times at school like I did.
Well, well. For two Ironbloods, you two have a pretty cozy thing going.
Uh-oh. Looks like a scary lady's got me in her sights. Time to make my exit.
Not so fast. Didn't you have something you were supposed to give me? Come on. Cough it up.
They don't call you the Purple Lightning for nothing. Maybe you should consider giving up this teaching gig and coming to work for us. I'll bet we could offer double what the Academy's paying you. No sweat. Aw, strictly business, huh?
Obviously. I'm not getting any younger here. Hand it over.
This is the list of every member of the Imperial Liberation Front that we're aware of at present. We've made progress in identifying their top figures, too.
I see. I suppose I should thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Claire had a message she wanted me to pass along.
I'm listening.
Their primary target is Crossbell City. But there's a chance that something else will be going down within the Empire at the same time. Those were her words.
I could talk during that bit. I don't know why I'm just making things. I guess she did get sucked off the top of the train. Oh well. That was my miming for. See, I'm really good at charades, whatever way you want to call it. However you want to pronounce things that Sam cannot pronounce properly. Wow, there's like a sea of green out there. Hey, Eustace, why is the wheat all green? Wheat, barley, and rye are all cultivated in the Croissant province. Each is grown at season, which means that what you're seeing right now is the full wheat crop. Oh, look, there's a weird scarecrow. Look at his head. It looks all messy like Lex's. Ugh. Well, as long as she's enjoying herself. Times like these, she seems just like any girl her age. It's still hard to believe she's only 13. That's a year younger than my brother. It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? I suppose this is as good a time as any to tell you more about where we'll be conducting our next field study. Legram is a small town in the southeast of the Empire situated on the shore of Lake Ebel. My father, Viscount Alcide, governs the town, which itself is part of the Croissant province. That sounds familiar. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the province Eustace's father oversees? Well, technically yes, but Legram is known for being a particularly self-reliant region. I doubt the Viscount has much interest in the authority of his liege lord. I suppose I cannot deny it. My father can be a little too free-spirited at times. But I can't help but feel your father's governance has its own issues, especially where taxation is concerned. It's not as though I'm unaware of that. Sorry, I seem to have touched on a sensitive issue here. Nope, there's nothing for you to apologise for. Exchanges like these are the daily bread of the nobility. It's true that the four great houses do have immense power, but it's still up to the individual feudal lords to govern their respective regions. And as far as taxation goes, each region has its own statutes, which makes the whole situation even more complicated. It is quite convoluted, although the imperial government does seem to be attempting to unify all regions under a single tax system. That's one of the major points of dispute between the two factions. Incidentally, my father's stance on the matter is hell will freeze over before I consent to it. I do understand the reformist point of view, but each region in the Empire has its own traditions and customs. Attempting to normalise all of those under a single system seems a little insensitive. The more you tell me, the more complicated it sounds. Well, it's certainly not an issue with a nice clear-cut solution. This is boring. Don't you have any more cool stories about Legram? I suppose a couple of students batting around ideas about taxation isn't going to really solve anything. Well, I guess, to me, one of the things Legram is most famous for is the RC School. Oh, is that the thing Laura's dad teaches? That's the one. The RC School of Swordsmanship is a style passed down by the ancient knights of Erebonia. It's one of the two most famous martial arts styles in the Empire, the other being the Vander School. I've heard there's a training hall where students of the RC school come from all over the Empire to train. Indeed there is. Several students of the school are studying in Legram at the moment. The rest are scattered throughout the Empire. And Laura's father instructs them all. He does. Viscount Alcide is not only the Lord of Legram. He's also the current head of the RC school. Oh, whoa! Doesn't he have some super cool title like the Radiant Blade Master or something? He sounds crazy strong. This may sound unseemly coming from his daughter, but his strength is, quite frankly, inhuman. I would easily place him among the 3 strongest people in the Empire. He sounds like an incredible guy. I've heard plenty of rumors about his strength myself. From what I understand, he acts as a combat instructor for this nation's armies, both provincial and imperial. Though as a result, I hear he spends a significant amount of time away from his territory. That is unfortunately the case. He may be visiting my home, but there's no guarantee that my father will even be there. I see. That's a shame. I'd really like to meet him. Alright then, let us talk to our crew even more. Should we talk to Million first, just whistling in the side, and hope that she's crap at Blade? Like I am. Haha! Look at the trees going past the window. It's so cool. I want to ride more trains like this. It's really fun. Really now? I'm kind of surprised. I assumed being in the intelligence division meant you'd be taking trains all the time. She just flies around on Lammy. Well, I usually just ride on Lammy when I'm out on a mission. And the super fast train Claire and the others in the RP use doesn't have any windows. The Grand Special train is too fast, so you can't really relax. Huh, interesting. It's not often you get to ride a regular train like this then, is it? But if you get too excited here, you're not going to have much excitement left when you reach your destination. Especially considering how early you got up this morning. But I was so excited I could barely sleep. I'll be fine. I've still got plenty of energy. What was I saying? See, told you. We'll be at Berea soon, so try and get some sleep on the next train, okay? Okay. Times like this, she really is just like any other 13-year-old. Yes, because all the 13-year-olds I've ever known, and especially when I was 13, we just instantly fell asleep. All the time. In the morning. Definitely. Yes. Oh yes, when we reach Legram, I'd like to ask a favour of you all. A favour? I was hoping it would be possible for you to show your respective styles to the RC School students. This group of practitioners of the 8 Leagues won Blade School, court fencing and spearmanship alike, and I have no doubt each would be of interest to students of the martial arts. Perhaps so. The chance to learn more about other schools might broaden our own horizons too. Are you sure my spearmanship would be of interest to them though? Both Rean and Eustace at least use swords. Certainly. The RC School teaches more than just swordplay. While some use two-handed swords like myself, others use spears and even bows. Perhaps even Emma's orbital staff may be of interest. You think? Hey, what about me? Lammy's really strong too. True, but it's just raw strength. There's no skill or technique involved. I concur. Watching Air Gatlin wouldn't afford the students any chance to learn new techniques of their own. It's not fair leaving people out. Anyway, I do think that would be a nice gesture, but that's assuming we get the chance before our field study is over. Of course, I look forward to it if we do. Emma in this next up. Lavender. Surely it's just a coincidence. It has to be. What's wrong, Emma? You get motion sickness or something? No, I'm fine. I was just wondering if we might be able to see Lohengrin in the castle while we're in Legram. Oh, the castle that came up in Instructor Thomas's lesson the other day. Weather permitting, it can be seen quite clearly. It's surrounded by mist more often than not, but such imagery is its own appeal as well. Wow, that actually sounds pretty neat. Yeah, it does. I was just thinking, it'd be nice if we could apply some of the knowledge we learned in class to our field study, don't you think? Yeah, that would be. Would. Eustace! We still have some time before we reach Brayard, but we'll be changing trains as soon as we arrive, so make sure you're ready. I will be. Though it's a shame we don't have time to stick around for a while. I'd like to see Rufus again if we had the chance. I'm sure he's much too busy for that anyway. And it hardly seems appropriate to return home now after I chose not to during the summer. That is a good point. Is something on your mind? I'm just wondering what my family and the other nobles are doing at the moment. This past month they've been a little overly quiet. Now you mention it, I haven't heard of any major conflicts between the two factions lately at all. Maybe they're just showing some restraint for a while? After all the craziness that happened at the festival last month. Neither faction is considerate enough to avoid conflict over something so trite. I suppose I should just try to focus on our field study and not concern myself with matters beyond my control. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Now that leaves just Gaius before we can play Blade. The issue of a regional cultural heritage is quite a profound one, so profound as to have its own tax implications. While the desire to preserve the region's traditions and heritage is pretty important in most places throughout the Empire. Are the old animist traditions in Legram? I hear a lot of those are still around. Indeed, no doubt you'll see many of them firsthand during our stay. Countless anecdotes regarding the last maiden remain as well. Sounds like Legram has a lot in common with my home in Nord. Our culture and traditions may differ, but we all worship the same goddess and spirits. I think that's a fact many Erebonians are starting to forget. And if you ask me, those traditions are worth protecting, even if it means a little extra money going to taxes. I feel the same. There seems there'll be much to learn during this month's field study. And so everyone is talked to. It's time to wake Million up. Or actually, Million, you can sleep through it.
It's time to duel.
What? You can't say that. It's copyright. Oh my god. That's a
Come
bit...
on, draw a card.
I've got loads of bolt cards at the moment.
Come on, draw another one. Come on, draw another one.
Look, lady.
You're up first, I guess.
Yeah, I'm up first, I guess. Okay. Damn it. Should I just bolt that card? She doesn't have, like, loads of high numbers, does she? Should I just go for a redraw on this? I don't know if she's got any mirrors or anything is the problem.
Come on, draw another one.
I'm worried.
I'm going first.
Good!
Take this.
I hate you.
Sorry about that.
Alright, 4. Ready for the mirror again? Oh, let's bolt that.
Sorry about that.
Let's bolt her 5. She's gonna mirror again, right?
Sorry about that.
You get.
Yeah!
She had 2 7s. She had like high cards from the first card. What the hell? I didn't have 7s. 2 7s. 3 mirrors too. Yeah. Couldn't even save the bolts to lay on. When you got cards like that, it just feels like we're lost. But that's card games, isn't it? 7 to 9. That's card games.
Shall we begin?
Are you ready for a 5 lose streak? We're not confident this time. Oh my god, those are bolts again.
Go ahead and draw.
And my highest card is a 5.
I'll go first then. I'll use a bolt.
Punch you in the face. Well, let's use our low cards then. Can't really play much else, can I, at this point?
Well done.
I've got to start using some power cards at some point in time, you know?
Well done.
Do you know how many bolts?
Huh. Well
Ready
played.
for a mirror?
I'll use a bolt.
Okay, that makes sense.
I hate to do this, but...
But you're a dick?
Well done.
I have to play a bolt, and he's definitely going to have a
done.
7 now. Ready?
It seems the winds were on my side.
Why can I not get 6s and 7s? Why can I not get 6s and 7s?
If we have to.
Give me some numbers. Well, that's a 6 and a 7. Maybe we'll win now.
Draw a
7 to
card.
10. Now I've got to win every remaining game to be able to draw even. I think the deficit is going to crawl right back, don't you?
I'll be going first.
Will you now? At some point I'm going to have to play a 2, right?
We have the same score. Let's redraw.
Let's pray.
Go ahead then.
Balls.
Now you've done it.
Just rebirthed it. Got rid of your 1 because of that. I'll just play a 5.
Now you've done it.
Here's where I'm going to have to bolt a little bit. Because I imagine he's got a bolt too.
Take this.
Yeah. So I don't really want to run the 7 off of this at the moment. Do I mirror then bolt the next card?
Oh, you impertinent little... How about this?
What a dick.
Now you've done it.
He wins
My
again.
victory was assured from the start.
Games of chance, man.
Please go easy on me.
You just bolt my cards again.
Shall we draw then?
Right, now I've got those number cards, but they're all low.
Oh, it looks as though the first move is yours.
Oh, is it now? Is it? That's great.
Ouch, I wasn't expecting that.
Really? I'm just gonna use it because I want, like... What's her lowest card? I mean, I could play 2s, but they're not really gonna go anywhere and I need to play them early, don't I?
Oh no, this
I
could
don't
be
think I've got
trouble.
a chance.
I'm gonna use a bolt card. I'm gonna use a bolt card.
Or at least I could play a 2.
I'm gonna use a bolt card.
I could play a 2.
I'm gonna use a bolt card.
I'll play a 3 then.
Sorry, I'm using a mirror.
I'll play a 3 then.
Sorry, I'm using a mirror.
I'll play a 6 then.
It
You
looks as though I win this time.
Literally like the only plays I can make. Seven to
Then
12.
let us begin our duel. Please draw a card.
I want a 5 losing streak. I'm so happy about Blade usually. Now I want to put
The
this all
first move
behind
is
me.
yours.
This is terrible. I don't want the first move. Oh, look at all these mirror cards. Oh my goodness. 15 mirror cards later. I've got to keep the 2-5, so here we go. Mirror.
I didn't expect that. Divine Bolt.
Yeah, of course you would. Shall I bring that one back, maybe? I mean, it's just going to make you use
Divine
another
Bolt.
bolt after all.
I didn't expect that.
Okay. Mirror again.
I didn't expect that.
Essentially playing against
Divine
herself
Bolt.
now. 5. Mirror. I have to play mirror.
I didn't expect that.
She's got another bloody number card, so she's won again. She's got
An
2
excellent
7s.
duel.
She's got 2 bloody 7s. I think like several times we fought 2 7s there. Well, 6 losing streak, 7 of 13. The dream of finishing this game anywhere near even or above, I think might have just died. It's a 3 loss streak, it's a 6 loss streak. I think my dreams have died. And with that, we just stop talking. And just sulk in the very corner of the screen, the bottom left. I'll just be down here sulking, okay? The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. The Special Express line is bound for Breahan. Our next stop is Breahan, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Finally! We have to change trains here, right? That's right, the train bound for Legram should be arriving in about 10 minutes. We need to hurry if we want to board in time. That's too bad. I was kind of hoping the chance to poke around... was kind of hoping for the chance to poke around Breahard. I'm on tilt now after losing. Oh yeah, it's your first time in Breahard, isn't it? I'll be glad to show you around. Should the opportunity arise, you did graciously open your home to us in Nord after all. Yeah, there's a lot of salt right now. Gotta say, that's a lot of 7s they drew. I got 1 7 in 5 games, I think. Quite a long journey by the look of things, eh? Now at 11:30. Obviously not as long as one certain journey we took, though. Wow, this forest is really dense. It almost looks like a scene from a picture book, as though if you kept very quiet, fairies might come out to play. It might not come as a surprise that there are many such legends in this region. The lance maiden, Leanne Sandlot, was born in Legram, but because of her preternatural strength and beauty, some believed her a changeling, switched at birth by the fairies. Really? Fascinating. The reality is a bit less rosy. The family line of Count Sandlot came to an end when she died under mysterious circumstances. After the War of the Lions, it's hardly surprising that such tales have persisted. Changeling, huh? Oh! Look at that fog! It came on so suddenly. Well, Legram is well known for its fog, among other things. It's not at all uncommon for this time of year. The fog does help keep the temperature cooler during the summer, though. In that case, bring on the fog. But you'd be wet. No, Lammy, you can't smash that. Wouldn't it, like, add to the humidity? Just imagine it would end up as a sticky heat instead. Sticky heat way worse than dry heat. In terms of comfortability's sake. Whoa! And so we reached Legram. A lot smaller, you'd say, than Heimdall, for sure. It's stunning. This is the first time I've visited Legram, but it's been every bit as beautiful as I'd been led to believe. This is the town of mist and ancient legends. I'm pleased you seem to have taken a liking to it. Unfortunately, the mist does hinder the visibility. On a clear day, the surface of the lake gleams like a polished mirror. Fog or no, it's breathtaking all the same. Welcome home, my lady. What? How long have you been there? Interesting. I couldn't sense him coming at all. I have returned, Klaus. I see that your proficiency in the art of concealment has not diminished in my time away from home. On the contrary, my age has begun to get the better of me, I'm afraid. Watching you grow and mature is the only joy left to an old man like me. Surely you jest. But I assume that father not coming to meet us means he's currently away from Legram. I'm afraid so. He also mentioned that he was unsure when he might return. I did expect that might be the case. Nonetheless, allow me to introduce you. Everyone, this is Klaus, the Alcide family steward. He fills in for my father in his absence and serves as an acting master for the Alcide School of Swordsmanship. The acting master? Sounds like an amazing old guy. I trust you all had a pleasant trip, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Let me be the first to welcome you to Legram. If you'll come with me, I'll escort you to the mansion. Still, it doesn't look like the years have really changed too much here. It looks like walking into a bygone era. You can really see the influence of animism in the region too. Just look at this stone monument. I believe that was built long before the Alcide family was entrusted with the governance of this region, which would make it several hundred years old at the very least. That's a strange shape too. Oh, what's that? It appears to be a statue of the Lance Maiden. That's right, the center statue is that Lance Maiden herself, while those beside her are two of the Eisenritter. I believe these were made over 200 years ago as well. Indeed, tradition holds that they were constructed to honor the achievements of St. Sandlot. Incidentally, the knight kneeling on the lower right is the ancestor of the Viscount. That's Laura's great-great-great-grandfather, huh? Need a few more greats. We're about 10 generations apart. Lady Laura? Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see you back in Legram. The Viscount did mention that you'd be returning. I'm so happy to see you again, Lady Laura. I'm so glad to see you're all well. I'm just back for 2 or 3 days on a field study as part of my coursework at the Academy. I'll be sure to visit more of each of you later. Oh, of course, please do. I'd love to hear all about how life at the Academy's been treating you. Seems to be quite popular around here. Yeah, it looks like the Viscount's family has built up a good relationship with the people of Legram. Bracer Guild? Now we're talking. Looks like they finally showed up. Well, it's been pretty busy around here, lady. I could use the help. Huh? Oh well, guess I'll go look over their tasks one more time, just to be sure. I can hear the ring of steel on steel. Undoubtedly the sound of swords crossing. Ah, so this must be the Alcide School's training hall. Indeed it is. I have more memories in this building than I could possibly count. Although many of them involve being soundly defeated by my father, or Klaus. My apologies, my lady. Well, it's pretty apparent he's not your run-of-the-mill butler. You can tell by the way he carries himself. He's a master's poise. And this is Viscount Alcide's mansion. Wow, so this is where Lord lives. You expect nothing less from a Viscount. And it seems to be built on a hill overlooking the town too. It was originally built with the intent that it could function as a stronghold should the need ever arise. Welcome to the home of Viscount Alcide. Allow me to show you around in my father's stead. Yep, we do continue the trope, don't we? All butlers are combat butlers. I mean, especially so if they come from a school of swordsmanship. Top class combat butler. Wow! What an incredible view. It's so beautiful. It's not often I've taken a view this spectacular. Say, is that? What, a castle? Ah, that must be Legram's famous landmark. Indeed, that's Lohengrin Castle. During the War of the Lions, it served as the Lance Maiden's stronghold. The Saint's Castle, towering on the shore of a shimmering lake. Just seeing it there in all its majesty makes me want to set brush to canvas. It doesn't seem like a scene tailor-made for painting. I agree, but there'll be plenty of time to take in the scenery later. Right now, we need to go pick up our list of field study tasks. Oh, right. Are you the one who prepared our task for us, Klaus? Actually, the assigning of your duties here has been entrusted to a professional. A professional at what? Can you elaborate? Head to the Bracer Guild in the town's central plaza. At the Master's behest, they have taken on the responsibility of preparing all of the tasks for your field study here. The Bracer Guild? There's a branch here in Legram. Indeed, there's been a small branch of the guild in this town for many years. My family has a good relationship with the guild. They've done much for us and the town over the years. Oh, really? Well, whatever. Not that they asked me to do anything. What are you babbling on about? Never much. Just thinking out loud. Anyway, looks like we need to pay a visit to the guild. Yeah, I'd like to get through as many of today's tasks as we can. Are we taking our leave now, Klaus? Of course. Please take care, everyone. What was that noise? Becca invasion. Seems she left her phone in when she came in. What is it, like several episodes worth of time ago now? But she instantly left. She is gone. I'm so pleased to see that Lady Laura has finally returned home. We'll only be in Legram a couple of days, but thank you for your care, Prana. I do hope you and your friends find some time during your visit to relax. I have every intention of serving you all to the best of my abilities. And so we begin our exploration. So much of the town to explore. We should get our task first and foremost, of course. But if there's anyone else around here we can talk to, you never know what goodies we can get. God, there's like loads of outside terraces. Loads of places for a view. Can we just walk in her father's room? Because that's what I imagine this is. The study. Or the office. If you want a view from your room, it's a pretty nice one to have, really, isn't it? Can't complain. Yes, that is always the noise of Becca. That is Becca being summoned. Let's keep exploring. We'll start. Alright, someone down here. That's Klaus. You'll find the basic guild in the town's main plaza. And I'm going to wish you all the best of luck today in your academic endeavors. I look forward to seeing how things go. What exactly is there to look forward to? I wonder if he has something planned for us. Probably. Wouldn't put it past the old man. They're wily, you see. So it looks like there's nothing down here. This is a bedroom. There is someone in this room over here. Hi, Chef. Lady Laura, you've returned. This calls for a celebration. I'll be sure to prepare the finest of meals for you and your friends tonight. I'm looking forward to the taste of home cooking. I just asked Bem to catch some fresh fish too, so I think you'll enjoy the dinner I'm preparing. Ooh, fresh fish. You have no idea how surprised I was when I heard a few days ago that Lady Laura will be returning. Unfortunately, though, there won't be much time for rest. This field study is essentially off-campus schoolwork, right? So, allow me to help you out in any way I can. Healthy, energy-restoring foods? That's what they need. Spending our time in the mist. It's not like we've done that ever before. Right, do we get the RC school? Hey-ya! One more round! Right! Wow, you can feel the intensity come from inside. Well, it is the RC school's training hall after all. I was planning on stopping in to greet everyone, but they seem so focused right now. I'd rather not intrude. Yeah, let's head to the guild first. We're being cut off a little bit, are we? Well, that's a chapel, a church. That's... Is animism still worshipping Adius? Or is this being here something else? I was wondering if it was some kind of separate thing. Hello, Lady Laura. Didn't realise you were back in town already. I just arrived a little while ago. How have things been here at the church while I was away? Same as ever, I'd say. Still no point in giving sermons to this lot when they've got more faith than I do. I suppose things really haven't changed much, have they? It may not be my place to say this, but wouldn't it be wise to perhaps put a bit more effort into your job? Sorry about that. I'm just not the kind of guy who could summon up the motivation to work hard. Really? The only folks here who've got their work cut out for them are your dad and Toval, really. Your dad's all away on official business pretty often, but Toval's out of town about once a month too. For a guy as young as he is, he's got a pretty trying schedule to contend with. It's interesting to see not only a Bracer Guild here, but a working Bracer Guild here. I wish Father Hamilcar would take his job more seriously. I'm the one who has to make all the preparations for Mass and write reports to the Archbishop in his stead. Running after him trying to fix everything he leaves undone is tiring work. And yet he remains as popular as ever thanks to the stories he tells the children. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How dare. Alright, what else have we got here? We've got before the Bracer Guild with the Apricosi Inn, Watto Store, Legram House 1 and 2. We really don't actually have a lot of people to speak to, do we? Oh, Lady Laura, I'm so pleased to see that you returned. Don't hesitate to ask me if you need any assistance at all. I'll be there to support you, whatever the endeavor may be. Thank you, Chloe. I appreciate your generosity. It's my honor. I feel I must ask, though, just who are these disgusting cretins you have in tow? Are you talking about my classmates? Oh, Adios, why must such filth be allowed to fester within the sight of Lady Laura's maidenly grace? Listen up, you three. Be sure to keep an appropriate distance from Lady Laura at all times, understood? Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to prove a little difficult. What an irksome whelp. My apologies, she seems to be misunderstanding the situation. What, because they're boys? Boys? Away from Laura. Girls only. Is there a more vile and disgusting creature crawling upon the earth than men? Julian and Carno present a perfect example, what with their never-ending tomfoolery. There are a few exceptions, of course, like Lord Alcide. He's so tall, strong, and handsome. Well, I see the Radiant Blade Master has screwed the standard for aspiring gentlemen here in Legram. You'd have to be in an airship to rise above expectations like that. Okay then, let's head into Thors store. Alright, we got two separate things here. General goods. Arms and Orbital Factory. We can't customize a weapon before we bought the weapon, right? Good day, Lady Laura. I'm pleased to see you back home. If you need any armaments or have any ornament-related questions during your stay, you just come straight to me. Thank you, Duncan. Your service is invaluable as always. It's not to hear you say that. It's time to buy. Alright. We don't have enough money to buy every weapon, as usual for entering an area. A blue tunic has quite a bit of defense up, but again, we haven't got the ADF defending stuff as much by the look of it. But that would be an ADF up for Millium too. Gotta think that our defense is better. And Golden Mail is evasion related. Got the Chrome Claw. I've got many weapons to buy. Haku, Vector Staff. ATS down because of course it's not improved. Titania. So what should I buy first? Let's buy the Haku. It's upgrade time. Vector Staff. Titania. And let's also get the Chrome Claw. And they're going to be our main party members for this, as our mirror has run out. Trust me, I will do some selling in between, I think. Pretty much. But we can leave that for a little bit. Right, so let's just quickly menu up. And say useless. We just neglect the boys. Why do I neglect the boys so much? Just out you go. Farewell. Tossed out every second. Right, so of course everyone is going to be with Rean in terms of the extra attack being the thing. Let's put you over there. And you to the front, maybe. That'll work for me. Triangle formation. They're pretty good together, to be honest. Powerful Strike 2. Should we match you two up? You've only got a level 1 anything. But you can link up with her. Okay. Let's have you two link up then. I'm only level 2 for both at this point, which is a bit of a shame. I would link them too, yeah? Hi, General Stores guy. Well then, Watto. You've been well, I hope. Why, of course. We're all doing well here. Though perhaps less so on the business front. Oh? It's not really a big issue. It's just that your father rejected the order to raise taxes here. Deliveries coming through on the highway have slowed down a fair bit ever since. It's clear as day that Duke Alborea wasn't too pleased by Lord Arcide's decision. I see. Please allow me to apologise for my father's actions. You have no reason to feel responsible, Eustace. Indeed, deliveries by train have come through just fine, so ultimately we're not up a creek without a paddle, at least. We truly are pleased to see you back in Legram, Lady Laura. I look forward to receiving your instruction in the RC School's Art of Self-Defense again. I didn't think a geezer like you would still be hitting the training hall. The whole class is in basic self-defense once a week at the training hall, so it's easy for anyone to fit into their schedule. I've been going for 60 years now. Missing my training actually throws off my whole rhythm. God, it's just hard finding a good school of anything. Can't need to reprint chapter 9 we're up to now. There's also a ton of attachments too, including green pendulums and stuff like that. If I get any extra money, it's going to be worth buying one of them. Just being able to get rid of a whole ton of stats effects, it's pretty nice. Alright, let's head over to Apricot's Inn and talk around. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you're working as hard as ever, Seria. Haha, of course. I have a question for you, though. If I'd be so bold as to ask, just what is your relationship with these men? They're all my classmates. Phew, I knew I could trust in the purity of Lady Laura's heart. So wait, what's she implying? You may be better off not knowing, Rean. Do all the women love you, Laura? Please take this, Lady Laura. Oh, what? I just wanted more about that. Received the recipe for refreshing pasta soup. Is this a recipe for one of Apricot's specialties? It is indeed. I figured this would be a splendid way of allowing you to enjoy the taste of home even while at Thors. Try and make it sometime when you find yourself longing for Legram. Thank you, I will. Legram. I can't be bothered to pronounce things correctly. It throws me if I'm trying to correct it. Damn it. Right. We got ourselves a recipe by just talking to the people. And refreshing pasta soup is best made by you.
I'll do what I can.
Make me a special new one.
That came out rather well.
Celestial pasta soup has been made. I've got enough assorted grains for one more and fresh herbs, so let's try and make the worst possible.
I'll give it a try. Perhaps the winds are feeling mischievous.
Colorless noodles from pasta soup. I guess that works. Yeah, you could do that. Right, so we just need to make the new one. Strength speed plus 25% free turns is actually not bad to kind of get out. Cures burn is his normal thing. But I quite like its failed route, to be honest. So I've started renting my boat out recently, see? I was hoping I could let you guys use it while you're here, but it looks like Lake Ebel's spirits are feeling a bit out of sorts today. It's really a shame. It's too bad the fog's aren't around, and when you'll see how beautiful Lake Ebel could be a clear day. The boat's out back though, so feel free to use it if the fog clears up. You might need to, you never know. Oh, this is an inn as well, okay. Well, got ourselves a new recipe. I don't know if that's 15 recipes yet though. Right, so the boat's down here.
Wow, I didn't think that door led out here.
Haha, nice find.
That's fine indeed. Oh, fisher bub. The fish are a really lively bunch. I'd reckon that's due to the blessing of the spirits living in the lake. Not like I can fish here, though. To be honest, if you just rock up next to someone and fish right on them, that's probably a little bit of a social faux pas. Do I have 15 recipes now? No, only 14. There's no real point in trying to rush those recipes too much. Is anyone upstairs? Nope. Right, I guess next on our tour it's the guild store itself, and we can check out the other houses next to it.
A cross inside a circle. Any idea what it means?
No one really knows for sure. There are a number of theories, though.
Unfortunately, the meanings of most animist symbols have been lost over time.
That they may have been. Nope.
This building is the Legram branch of the Bracer Guild.
I bet you can't guess, considering it says, unlike other Bracer Guilds, it just has a massive sign saying Bracer Guild on it, just in case we didn't know. Oh, the guild emblem. I must not have noticed it earlier with all the mist. Strange. The branches in the capital were closed due to political pressure, but this one still seems to be active. The Legram branch continues to operate as it always has. That's why I was rather surprised to find out that the capital's branches were no longer active. Kind of think of it, we met a Bracer back when we were in Berehard for our field study, but I saw no signs of a guild branch there either. It was closed a year ago, though as I understand it, the pressure to close came from the Duke's household, not the Imperial government. Is that so? Well, Bracer is an eyesore to most of those well-to-do types. They don't bow to authority. You can't bribe them with Mira. They're all about protecting civilians. Give any excuse to Leon the Bracers to get them out of the picture, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Milliam, that's kind of... you don't mince words, do you? Choice words coming from an Intelligence Division operative. Do you think you're not complicit in this? Well, let's have some more gramps. He went barging in the branches in the capital himself and started telling them what they could and couldn't do. Wow. Well, it explains the instructor's frosty temperament toward him. Man, you guys sure know how to poke a guy where it hurts, don't you? Oh, now there's a familiar face. I'm pleased to see you again, Toval. Oh, you know each other? No, we just ran into each other once a couple of months ago. Long time no see, Laura. Sounds like Sarah's keeping your nose to the grindstone, huh? Wait, so you must be a former associate of our instructor, I take it? Pretty much. We didn't get a last name? I'm Toval Randonier, a bracer with the guild here in the Empire. Good to meet you, ladies and gents of Class 7. Wait, you have to run the branch too? You're the only one? Wait a minute. So it wasn't a coincidence that we ran into you in Berehard? Bingo. Sarah told me you were going to be there. She wanted me to keep an eye out for you and step in if you ever got in a real tight spot. But she insisted I play it casual and not give myself away. Man, that part was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I had no idea. Thank you so much for all your assistance back then. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bust Macchius out without your help. You may not have directly assisted me, but I suppose you have my thanks nonetheless. You're welcome. Sarah's repaid that debt in full though, so don't worry about it. Interesting. I had no idea that you'd already met some of the members of our class. Incidentally, Toval, the guild standing here in Erebonia certainly seems to have shifted over the past 2 years. Hey, no doubt. Basically, every branch here in the Empire was shut down after the government started putting pressure on us. Some of us found work in a different field, like Sarah. Others transferred to branches outside the country. But we all agreed to get back together if we can ever resume operations in Erebonia again. Until then, we're just trying to keep a low profile, scraping out a living for ourselves. Sounds like a difficult life. Still, with the guild having to decrease its presence, isn't there more than enough work for the remaining branches? I wish. The railway military police deals with a lot of the stuff we would have handled before. Your little lady's friend, in particular, keeps herself pretty busy. Oh, you mean Claire? Yep, she sure is a hard worker. Although, with all the time she spends on work, it's no wonder she doesn't have a boyfriend. Miriam, I'm not sure you should go around sharing the details of people's private lives without their consent. Well, I've found enough work to keep the lights on here anyway, and this branch has the Viscount's approval, so we can display our sign without getting in trouble. So that's how it is. Well, it's nice to hear that the Viscount seems pretty supportive of the guild. He seems to find much of himself in the Bracer's way of life. Self-reliance, pride, focus on helping others. He's long said that if he were free of other responsibilities, he would join the guild and work as a Bracer himself. Oh my, that seems very... I hardly think a man who owns territory in the Empire could just up and join the Bracers. The Radiant Blade Master himself is a Bracer, huh? In terms of strength and standing, he's probably on par with Cassius Bright. I'll bet he'd make S rank right on the spot. You know Cassius Bright? I believe he's currently a Brigadier General in the Liberalian Army, as well as bearer of the title Divine Blade. Guess I should expect no less from a member of the Intelligence Division. Anyway, that's how the Viscount ended up telling me to sort out some tasks for your field study. Let me give these to you now. A field study MO for August. What do we got? Field study day 1 assigned tasks. 1 optional, 2 required. RC school training, that sounds interesting. Many hands make light work. We go from the bottom. I need someone to replace a lot of ornament lights all along the highway. Oh, not more of them. If you like putting lights in things, you can find me in Watto's store, Duncan. Ebel Highway Monster. Monster's been spotted roaming the Ebel Highway, and he's a big one. Monster Crocodark. Location, the Ebel Highway. Request a Class 7 deal with this threat as soon as they possibly can. Toval. And Butler Klaus has a training task as well. I wish for Lady Laura and you, her classmates, to engage in a friendly training bout against students of the RC school. When you have prepared sufficiently, please make your way to the training hall, which is down the stairs outside the mansion and to the right. Technically up the stairs of the mansion to the left. Study area is defined as a 200 cell radius around Legram. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. Oh, so this is how your field studies go? Generally, yeah. Should we come back tomorrow to pick up our next set of tasks then? Yeah, got some more work I could use your help with. I'm pretty short-handed here, so we've got a real monster of a backlog building up. I count on you to pave the way to easy street for me, okay? Will do. Alright then, let's waste no time getting started. Looks like one of those requests is from the training hall. Seems to be from Klaus. Got a monster extermination request too. We'll have to head out onto the highway for that one. It'd be nice if we could cover as many of the townspeople requests as possible too. This is so cool! And so we have our jobs. Couldn't help but notice that Sarah set you up with a curriculum really similar to the work we Bracers do. I couldn't help but notice that myself. I guess actual Bracer work like the stuff I've been throwing at you must come pretty naturally to you at this point. And it also seems to be a thing that seems to birth the strongest of us a little bit. There's some truth in that for sure. By the way, would you mind if I asked you something? Fire away. I know you gave us a hint back at that bar in Berehard, but there's also the fact that Instructor Sarah showed up with perfect timing right when we needed her. The time was a little too convenient. Did you come after receiving word from the Provincial Army? Nope, I actually heard about what was happening a little earlier from a friend of mine. As soon as the news reached my ears, I shot to my feet and got right in contact with the director here. He was kind enough to give me a ride on his airship back from the capital. What's that you're doing? Well, you see... So essentially, things worked out for us thanks to his pulling strings behind the scenes. I see that the Bracers live up to their reputation. I guess it makes sense why they're not too popular with certain folks. Listen, that was just a one-off, alright? I jumped through some serious hoops to make sure everything worked out, you know. We've been in his debt all this time without even realizing it. Indeed, I'm glad to know we can count someone as reliable as him as an ally. Good friend times, eh? That's about the monster. Well, let me at least tell you where you can find that monster in your mission. It's on the highway, but a pretty good distance from town. Probably closer to an Selk, if I had to guess, right at the edge of your field study area. Seems to be a pretty mean one too, so make sure you're ready before you go take that first swing. No things about stats effects or anything? Oh, you could have gave me the actual experience, guy. Let me pick it up from my bracer board. Let me pick it up. Alright guys, I'm leaving this in your hands. Man, it's really been a while since I just got to kick back here at the guild. Give it the good work, okay? I want to really save my little break here. Alright, well let's head out then. Let's post them on the board, I'll read them there. There's still more of town to explore. But really, when you look at it, it's pretty much just the houses left, to be fair. Hey, it's Laura! It's really her! We did something pretty awesome while you were gone. Oh? We formed the Junior Eisenritter. We're here to fight for St. Sandlot. Cool! Let me in. I'll be the evil villain. That's hardly even role-playing. That's so cute. I assume Laura must be their St. Sandlot then. Indeed. Well, I gotta say, how can we really be like the Eisenritter when we don't even have any horses? Ryan, your goats doesn't work. I mean, we tried, but they just flung us off. Those poor goats. Listen, you can play however you'd like, but try not to cause trouble for others. We know, we know. Julian thinks the Eisenritter is all about the horses, but I think the coolest part was their awesome fighting skills. Hey Laura, teach us how to win a sword fight sometime. Only if you decided that you want to make swordsmanship a lifelong pursuit. I'm willing to teach you basic self-defense techniques anytime though, if that's what you'd like. Yeah, I'm gonna start going to those classes again. I've got to get stronger. Who is it we need to talk to about the request, by the way? The one many hands made light work? Duncan. So he's the actual store guy, not the Orbital Light guy? Oh man, which one's which? Because of course, we're approaching the end of our session here, and I just want to make sure that I can visit all the stores at my own convenience. But it does seem to be that guy over there rather than this guy. Nope, it is that guy. So we're going to have to take this quest so that I can sell stuff and make sure I can equip myself nicely. Welcome everyone, I hope the day is treating you well. Toval told me about my request, right? Told you about my request even. That's right. You want us to do something with the road lamps, right? Could we ask you for some further information about how to do that? Of course. It could take quite a while though. Are you sure you have the time to do it? Fine by me. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Just explain what it is you'd like us to do and we'll get to it. Alright, here's how it'll go. I'm going to presume you all know what a road lamp is at this point. And you probably also know that they require regular maintenance in order to function as they should. That's especially true here in Legram, since the moisture from the fog causes their circuits to short more frequently. I put in a request for Toval to inspect them not too long ago actually. To my surprise, he discovered that almost all of the lamps close to town are in need of some maintenance work. I assume you want us to replace them all in one go then? That's correct. To be a bit more specific, I'd like you to replace their orbit lights. That does seem like a long, troublesome task, the kind I'd normally pay someone else to do. The road lamps serve as a safety measure for travellers on the highway though, so this is important. That's about as much fun as picking the lint out of my belly button, but oh well, nothing we can do about it. It does seem like something Toval would usually handle himself though. Isn't that right? It is. He'd probably laugh at us if a group of promising students weren't able to change a few lights, I'll bet. It really takes me back to our field study in Skeldic though. That's right, we had to do something like this back then. I suppose every town needs working road lamps. So you're practically pros already then? Hardly. I finally managed to block off any members of our group's first field study. I finally managed to. Oh, no fair you guys. Stop remembering stuff that I wasn't here for. That's what you get for showing up late to the party. Anyway, I assume the road lamps here also need a code to open the maintenance panels? Not quite. The lamps here in Legram use a key for access instead, which means you'll be needing this. No codes. Well, at least it should make things simpler this way. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't need to remember a code this time. And here are the replacement Orman lights you'll need as well. The Orman light 14 times 14. That's a lot of lights. A01 to A05, B01 to B09. They're all marked with letters and numbers. That they are. Each one matches up with the road lamp you should be used in. Use the A01 light in the lamp with the A01 written on it and so on. It's not exactly advanced calculus. So do you need any pointers on how to change them out? No, I remember to do it from last time, so I think we'll be fine. Well, that seems to be everything we need to know to get started. We'll be on our way then. Good luck. Good luck indeed. Many hands make light work. 14 lights we're going to have to check out. By the way, can I customize one of these weapons? Because I think I must have enough U material for at least one. Should we get Shigure? It'll constantly go on about high school girls. I'm guessing the evasion plus 10 that he gets is the reason why we did so well on certain abilities. Or do I get the Durga with the cause feint? We'll get Shigure. Always go for Rean first, I guess. Shigure. Those fruit baskets is all in fashion again now. Remember talking about that back in Wind Waker times. Now it's got a new anime. Well, that's the thing. I'm just wondering, is there a place to fish on the pier?
You've got a wharf here?
Wharf, sorry.
We do. A ferry makes trips between here and the opposite shore.
If you crossed the lake, you'd be in the Sutherland province, right?
Maybe I would. Maybe I would. And so, we'll fish to leave ourselves out. 3 little fishing attempts. Let's see if we can pull up anything new to end our session. Because we've just touched the... Oh, I got press triangle. Whoops. Just touched the surface of Legram. And we know it's a lot smaller a town than Heimdall, so there'll be a lot less talking to people in between each things. The job going on in Crossbell later on, or on the borders of it.
Wow, this is a big one!
So we've got a lot coming up for us as we pick a queen crab out of the thing. Size is quite long, that's our 15th fish as well. Just barely didn't miss that one out. More crabs maybe? Makes you wonder what fish will be in each region, to be honest. It's a carp, a boring old carp. Matt, gotta get those points if we want to level up our fishing. One more. I could even use my bait here.
Caught one!
A gluttonous bass. Cool necklace picked up. Great by me. I'll take it. Any attachments to come from fish as well. And our bracer-like jobs. Another queen crab, eh? What is life if we don't fix a few lights along the way? Come on. Yeah, get this fishing out the way for next episode. That's how we do it.
Wow, this is a big one!
Gives 10 points, to be fair. And fire Sepith 60. Big CP recovery too. I do wonder if ground bait would be worth it there, or if you want to use it in school, just because, of course, you get to put it down, maybe get 5 charges rather than 3, and you get a bigger selection of fish. But that will be all for today's session of Trails of Cold Steel. We've been through a lot. With the ending of one chapter into another, all the school stuff in between, the old schoolhouse, 2 new schoolmates. And now we head on to, essentially, where our game started next time, within the next week. So I'll see you guys around for that on Rean's Continuing Adventures. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.